Dear students, in the last section we have seen data flow diagrams, that is DFDs, and data dictionaries. In this section we will see entity relationship diagram. So this entity relationship diagram is another tool for a requirement analysis, and it is often called as the ER diagram. It is a detailed logical representation of the data for an organization, and it uses the three main constants, that is entities, relationship, and their associated attributes. Okay, there are three main constants: data, entities, relationship, and their associated attributes. Now we will see entities. So an entity is a fundamental thing of an organization about which the data is to be maintained. An entity has its own identity, and we can distinguish these entities from the other entity. And an entity type is the description of all entities to which a common definition or common relationship are applied. For example, suppose a university wants to offer both regular and distance education program, and these programs are offered for national and international students. Okay, so here the program and student, these are both entity types. Program and students are both entity types, and regular and distance educations are the entities of the program, and whereas national and international are the entities of the student. Okay, so to represent these entities or entity type, we use the capital letter as shown in the ER diagram. These are the two entities, and for the entities we use the capital letters, and it is represented into the rectangle. So here there are two entity types, student and program. Now next is a relationship. A relationship is a reason for associating two entity types. The relationship are sometimes called as the binary relationship because they involve two entity types. So the relationship is represented by the diamond notation, and we have to write down the relationship in that diamond. So here student registered for program. So here student and program are entity types, while the registered for is the relationship between these two entity types, that is student and program. So we can consider the another example also. This is another example. Student completes subject, in which a teaching department of university is interested in tracking which subject of the students has completed, means which subject are completed by which students. So here the relationship is completes. Okay, and the entity types are students and subjects. So there are many students, there are many subjects. So that is why this is called as the many-to-many relationship, and it is represented by this symbol. Okay, this is the many-to-many relationship, as a student can complete many subjects and one subject is having many students. So this is called as the many-to-many relationship. Okay. In the next session, we will see degree of relationships. Thank you.